2, and 1.
I'm Chris Will, president of Firm Initiative, a member of Freeway. We wanted to do this action tonight and stand with Tyre Nichols' family in Memphis. It's a really sad. I can't even use the word coincidence. I was telling someone earlier I can't use the word coincidence. It was just too many parallels that sparked a lot of us to come back out here and the first words that hit me after I seen his mom in the press conference was, "This is our fight too," because his birthday and Breonna Taylor's birthday is the same day. They were born the same day. Okay. His mom's name comes up on the TV, and her last name is Wells. And everybody know one of the leaders of the protest. His name was Chris Wells. He passed not too long ago, and it was just too many signs that told me that, like I said, I was sitting there and trying to figure out what we need to do. And the words that came to me is like, "This is our fight too." Like, that's the first thing that came to me. This is our fight too. And the fact that we have to say another name, it's at this point, it's crazy. But we have to say another name because of black men killing a black man. I want to say officers, but I want it to be clear that as a black man, when you sign up to be a police officer, I want every black man in America to understand that we're going to hold y'all accountable more than ever in every city in the United States of America, for the simple fact, when you put that uniform on, back to blue is not coming.
That's right.
They're not coming. I haven't seen one post saying back to blue with these black officers and what they did to Tyre Nichols. I haven't seen Blue Lives Matter one time. Not one time. I have not seen Blue Lives Matter. I haven't seen any GoFundMe's. Let's save these officers and their family. Let's get them representation. I haven't seen any of that. That's always sparked whenever a black woman or a black man is murdered by white officers. So I want every black officer in the United States, any county, city that you're in, any state that you're in, to understand that as a black man, even though you have a police uniform on, they just showed us literally that you're still a black man. You don't have the same rights as a police officer. You're still a black man. Say his name.
Tyre Nichols.
Say his name.
Tyre Nichols.
Say his name.
Tyre Nichols.
I'm disgusted with LMPD. Like, it's like when somebody gets away with something and you felt like you could have helped it, or there was something more you could have done, and you just didn't get right there. You got a little bit of justice, but you didn't get all the justice that you want. And for you guys to put out a slight, it wasn't even condolences or anything. It was a slight. It was a smack in the face to Tamika Palmer and their whole family when you guys have not issued or apologized once ever for killing Breonna Taylor. But because something happens to Tyre Nichols, you guys want to put a slight out saying that you're standing with people that are hundreds of miles away, but officers in your building that didn't get charged responded to the murder of Breonna Taylor and did nothing. Every officer that responded to Tyre Nichols' situation should be in jail and charged right now. Every last one of them that responded to the call.
EMS.
Everyone. Because it's negligence. Even if you pull up in the EMS, like you said, You take an oath as the EMS that you have to save lives. You have to. You have to. LMPD. Freeway is holding y'all accountable. The city of Louisville is holding y'all accountable. The state of Kentucky is holding y'all accountable. Y'all need to issue an apology to Tamika Palmer and their family. That's disgusting to stand with someone and their family hundreds of miles away, and you had a sicker incident that happened here. You have a rogue, so-called not officer anymore, running around, interrupting people at their dinner, bragging about murdering Breonna Taylor. We shouldn't have to say another name. There's too much in our favor as far as the digital era, camera phones. Everyone's going to pull the camera out in a situation if they're there. We have too much access to anything we need to back ourselves when we have altercations with the police officers in the United States of America. Y'all just showed us that every incident that happened, whether it's a white officer or a black officer, especially now in this situation with Tyre Nichols, y'all just showed us that every time it was a white officer, y'all dragged y'all feet in every city and state that it happened in. Y'all dragged y'all feet and y'all didn't do your jobs. So I'm asking the Department of Justice to go back and look into these other murders from police officers and see if the cases were mishandled. Because y'all just showed us that a black man in a uniform as a police officer is still just a black man. You automatically going to charge them and send them to jail. Quick. This might be the quickest one. I gotta look at this. Might be the quickest one. They always tell us the wheels of justice, let them turn. Let the justice system do their job. We have to be patient. Wasn't nothing patient about this. They charged and in jail, bonding out, trying to. They're charged and in jail. There are officers that still work for Louisville Metro Police Department. They're responding to Breonna Taylor. They still have their job. One of the main officers in that situation with the Breonna Taylor situation is still an officer. Wouldn't it be transparent? That's their favorite word. We're being transparent. Wouldn't it be transparent to just go ahead and let him go with his pension, his retirement, just so that can never come back? If he's in another situation and someone dies, what are you going to say then? Louisville Metro Police Department, Mayor Greenberg. I really like Greenberg. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's giving me hope that he's gonna. This big car of Louisville that we have, it's like a '72 Cadillac. I feel like he's turning it, and he got new power steering fluid in his wheels, and he got the engine going. I feel like we're gonna get a lot done. But we cannot have another regime that's running the city that won't hold LMPD accountable. We can't. If you're not gonna do that, then there's don't reach out to try to act like you're gonna help the community or none of that stuff, because it's pointless. There's clearly another agenda. Our taxes are the budget for the city. So with that being said, we should have a say so in what we want our money to affect. That makes no sense at all. If people ask somebody to donate, you're donating, you know the cause you're donating for. And you're expecting the people to do what they're saying they're doing with the money that you donate to. So if y'all are taking our taxes and it's the budget, you definitely should follow suit on everything that the community wants first. People first. Mama Rhonda?
Chris, your mic. You're gonna have to take your mic off and give it to Rhonda.
I just come here to see y'all. I just came down here to support those who's been down here since Breonna Taylor, have never given up, and it's ironic that at this day and time, God is trying to tell us something. We have Brianna and Tyre birthdays on the same day. God is trying to tell us something. We know across the country the police brutality has been going on for over 400 years. And now 3 years later, and they said mandates and change, and nothing has changed. That means the people have to break down the system and rebuild because we keep getting the same things over and over again. And it's by design. Freedom is not free. And they are those in control continually want to oppress the oppressed. So the people have to come together and organize and strategize and be as one and speak as one, that no more from the one, the chief, black, but she gets no applause because it started with her from the top. She knew what was going on. She had to know. She started these vipers, these special units, and they got complaints and didn't follow through. But it took a young black male to die at the hands of the blue. And these black men thought they was going to get off because they was black. We want to know all of those that was involved. The DOJ do their investigation, and everybody that was there that night need to be charged and exposed, and let them be on media, not just them.
Yes, ma'am.
And so they think because they black, they're gonna really see what the color of their skin mean. Blue is not gonna mean anything because they don't throw them to the wolves, trying to cover up and get out of the hindsight of the people. But the people are gonna rise up and say, no more for real. We gotta break down some systemic, institutionalized and racism that's taking place all over the country and right here in Louisville. We got a new chief, we watching, but we are watching you closely because you came back with baggage from Atlanta. So we know what went down there. And if there's any special units here, we're going to want them disband. We are tired of all this undercover stuff, all these black cars that black men can be pulled over, their cars tinted, but they running around with cars tinted.
Yes, ma'am.
So, we want to be treated as human beings with dignity and respect, and stop breaking down the emotional antagonism of the people. Because we have protesters now because of 2 years ago are still in court. We are traumatized with PTSD. There has been no sanctions, no apologies, no nothing. And again, we have a young black male at the hands of police brutality, beaten to death, murder. So as we stand here in solidarity with Tyre, his mother, the people of Memphis, we feel your pain. We are in pain with you. We want justice for you. And I'm so proud of our young ones who have been out here from day one and continually are out here and raising the voice. And they have expanded their reach because they're running for boards, sitting on seats. So they are serious about building and making changes and not just giving false narratives about nothing's going to change and nothing has changed. There has to be some changes. And we the people, we are strive together, we are ride together, and we are stronger together.
And in closing, I want to say this.
Jamie, Chris,
No,
Jamie.
okay. In closing, I want to say this. A lot of people don't like it when we say this chant. We had a lot of people come in that was help from the outside. They hate when we say this chant because it does have a vulgar language in this chant. But there's no way to say it. Sometimes you really got to cuss to get your point across. Everybody that has parents, and every time it hit different when mama say, "Get your ass over here," saying, "Get in here, get your ass over here," it's a little bit different.
Hey.
So when we say we don't want to say another motherfucking name,
We mean that.
now we know that y'all haven't been taking us serious. So now every time another motherfucking name, we have to say we're gonna turn the pressure up a little more. I really want to put this out there. I really want to ask y'all to where's Keela? Okay, so Keela, we'll get that together. But I really want to ask the people of Louisville to really stand with us. This is our fight too, and I want y'all to realize that every time that they do this, Freeway isn't just Louisville. And I really understood that when I have family and friends in Memphis and they were calling me and was like, "We need y'all on Freeway down here." And I couldn't go exactly that day. I couldn't get there. But we got some of our people got down there. And what I realized in this situation, especially like I said, it's making me tear up because I really haven't been able to grieve Chris Wells being gone. He's like really all action. Like, you don't care about setting nothing up. You don't care about the politics and nothing. He's gonna be out here marching with the flag. He would have been out here marching with the flag by himself. But his family's last name is Wells.
Yes.
His birthday, Tyre Nichols' birthday is the same day. He was born the same day as Breonna Taylor. We don't need another sign. So I want y'all to understand that y'all can think that we're just protesters. But Freeway means something outside of this city and outside of this state.
That's right.
And we're gonna live up to that.
That's right.
We have a lot of organizations. I'll get with Tyra and some of the media. We're gonna definitely be crowdfunding to be able to take Freeway and go to these states and stand with them and apply the same pressure we applied here. But we're gonna turn it up a little more because I really feel like y'all not taking us serious. So when y'all hear us say this, I don't want to say another motherfucking name.
I want to say another motherfucking name.
I shouldn't have to say another motherfucking name.
I shouldn't have to say another motherfucking name.
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols.
I shouldn't have to say another motherfucking name.
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 Stop killing us.
Stop killing us.
Stop killing us.
Stop killing us.
It's gonna hit different when we come to y'all city.
That part.
Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate everybody for coming out.
All right, y'all. That was the press conference put on by the Firm Initiative for the Blackout March. That's where I'm going to cut it. Share this out. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.